here to bring you another review, and this is a Tron Uprising, episode 18, called No Bounds. Alright, this episode was amazing. What an episode. So let me get right into it. Cyrus basically is back. The evil Beck Cyrus is out. He's impersonating it. The episode opens up. Okay. These two programs are being hassled by the authorities for hiding energy, against Clue and all that bullshit. And here comes the Renegade to save them. And the Renegade, and you notice right off the bat things are wrong. The Renegade kills mofos. Just nastily, killing people. And you're like, when did we kill people? Then, he's like, hey, you showed me that energy you were hiding. We're on the same side. Okay. So he shows him the energy. He's like, except for I work alone. And he kills the innocent program. The chick program goes to run away. He slams her to the ground. He's like, I'm gonna let you live so you can tell people what I've done. And then he explodes the place. Now, we know Mora, what am I thinking of? I'm blanking out here. I don't know why I am blanking out here. No, I'm right. Yeah, Mara was there, so she had some shrapnel. And when the place explodes and you see the Renegade walking away, the helmet comes off. It's Cyrus. It's badass. Mora sells Mary. Why am I mispronouncing her name, man? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I've just been. This is like the 5th video in a row I had to do, and I must be getting a little punch drunk here. But Mira, see, not Mora. I don't know why I kept saying that. Mira says it was Tron, and she saw the disc to confirm it. Okay. So during this, he spots Cyrus. Beck spots Cyrus, chases him, and he's like, give me back my disc, dude. How did you get my disc? He goes, how did I indeed? He loses, in an incredible chase, he loses it. And alright, let's go right to this. So Jason Todd has come home, huh? The Batman correlation is all right there in front of us with Jason Todd doing the evil attacking here. And basically, what happens is he goes back to check his disc, sees it's still there. Abel asks him if everything's okay. He says it is. He puts the disc on and he starts to go. And then the disc turns out to be a trap. It electrocutes him. He eventually gets it off. He goes back, shows it to Tron, and confronts Tron about Cyrus. He's like, you lied to me and I quit. He's like, I did it for a reason. This is why I chose you, blah, blah, blah. You can't walk away from this. And this is what goes down. So he leaves. Yeah, he leaves Tron and acts like he quits. Next thing we see is Cyrus meets up with Mira and Zed. And he's like, oh man, acting like he's Beck's old friend. And they're like, oh, how did you know each other? And he's like, I don't know about this. So there was some jokes there. There was some basically they're at the club, and I don't understand how these two are so oblivious that those two look like they want to kill each other. But eventually Mira and Zed go off dancing, and there's another confrontation, And he's like, haha, he planted a bomb at Abel's place. So Beck rushes back on his cycle, trying to warn people there's a bomb. It turns out the bomb was on his thing. And then he tells Abel what's going on. He yells at Abel. Or Abel yells at him. He's like, why didn't you tell me when I asked you? I was trying to protect you. I mean, just like Tron did to you. So that's not the same. Oh, okay, it's the same thing, but all right. He goes, you can't quit, and you have to. This is what he does. You can't listen to him. He lies. He gets you to do his work for him. That's when he realizes that disc he left in the lab where Tron is, because this dude doesn't know where Tron is. So there you go. And the other thing we interestingly get to know is Abel built the prison with Tron that held Cyrus. So Abel has been fully on board this entire time. So then the next thing you know, there's a fight between Tron. We missed the fight. Slightly disappointing, but I get why. And I'll let you know in a second. And he captures Tron. Not only does he capture Tron, but he captures Beck's friends, and now they're in trouble. It's the old hero, who you gonna save? Because both of them are gonna die. Time bombs and all that shit. And I have one key. So, Beck gives the key to Abel, tells him to free Zed and Mira, and Beck goes to free Tron. Awesome, because it's just good stuff, right? So then each of them get to their prospective destinations, and Beck and Cyrus fight. But Beck fights out of anger. Cyrus schools him, and it is pretty good. But he manages to free Tron using his apparatus, and he's like, wait a minute. So your friends are gonna die? No, you said, where's the key? You said somebody else. You don't even know what you've done. And he starts laughing, and he's like, if my friends are hurt, I'll kill you. And Tron goes to Beck, go, save your friends, save Abel. I'll be fine with him. And then it's a fight between Tron and Cyrus, and it is awesome. Because, basically Cyrus is beating Tron for the most part. Then Tron is older and injured, but Tron still has some moves, which just shows you how good he is as opposed to Beck. Beck can't take Tron. We saw a few episodes back that he really isn't really a match for Tron yet. He's close, but he's not there. Whereas Cyrus is more than a match for Tron. It's actually a pretty even or lopsided fight. But Tron's a little better. He's more calm and collected. He's cooler, and he puts the bomb on Cyrus. Meanwhile, back at the other scenario. Oh, and Beck disarmed the bomb using his tool. All right, so the keys didn't really work. Abel manages to get the bombs off them anyway, and then he goes. They're like, who did this to us? And Abel is really the voice of us, the people watching at home, because he's like, I can't believe you didn't figure out who did this to you. Like, really, the psychotic new guy you just met wasn't the clue? But he yells at them to get out of there. The bombs are now stuck to his hands, and they're not real bombs, they electrocute. And what happens is the electricity sparks and arcs, and that's where all the energy that he had stored was. But it freezes him, and out of nowhere, Mira and Zed jump to safety, land in the water. The tower explodes, apparently killing Abel. Now, I use the word apparently. Because instead of showing him getting hit with the explosion, they pan out. Now I'm gonna say he is 90% dead. He is 90% dead. But I won't give it the 100% because, as we all know in animation and in shows, apparently dead isn't the same as actually dead. And even actually dead sometimes doesn't mean really dead. So there's your scale. He's apparently dead. He is not actually dead, and he is not really dead on the death scale ratio. He is apparently dead, which is almost as good as actually dead, and which is almost as good as really dead. That's what I'm gonna say. So he's apparently dead. Now, like a bunch of idiots. Now, what's his face was also being electrocuted by this Cyrus, but when Tron checked over, where the building was, he had escaped. See, this leads me to conclude that maybe what's his face escaped or something, because Cyrus got his off of him, although Abel had one on each hand, so how he would get out of him, I don't know. But and so Beck gets there obviously too late. As the renegade, he goes, "You guys are alright," talking to his friends. She goes, "You killed him, it was you." And everybody else is like, "Yeah, it was you." He's like, "What?" And even Zed's like, "What are you, crazy? It wasn't the renegade. He didn't do this." And so now Mira, his biggest fan, now believes he killed Abel. You see her walking into the garage, and then this is going to add complications. She is the number 2 person in the garage, so now she's going to take over Abel's garage. And the episode ends with Beck and Tron are talking, and Tron goes, "Abel's dead now. People think you did it. Your friends think you did it. This is only going to get harder from here on out. And I hope you're ready." And Beck's like, "I know, and I'm ready for this. Let's do this." Like, this only made Beck double down. And that's the end of the episode. I love the determination. This episode was a 5 out of 5. They fucking killed Abel, maybe. That was crazy. I was like, what? Didn't see that one coming. This episode got it right. The first introduction of Cyrus, I told you in the review I did, I felt like something in the pacing just wasn't right. This one, perfectly executed. The whole classic superhero gambit, everything. So there you go. And the Batman analogies continue because obviously he's like a Jason Todd. So, alright, so 5 out of 5. I absolutely love this. This complicates the plot, and I like this. Hopefully it's not resolved in an episode or 2, but this definitely complicates the plot. You're going to see almost role reversal between Zed and Mira. And I guess Mira turning bad was foreshadowing, I guess, this event when she now hates the Renegade. So all these things is good stuff for the show, and I like it. And again, seeing as where the show and when his show is set, we know it's going to end badly somehow. So, alright, this is all great. But that's enough out of me. So click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please, please, please subscribe if you can. And this is Alert Wolf signing out.